Trojan family, what's up, man? USCJ, and we here, man. It's the top of the morning. I hope you guys are getting ready to get up, get out, make some things happen on this Saturday morning, man. Listen, I got a real quick story, and we want to talk about it real quick. Listen, every time I think about this move to the Big Ten for the USC Trojans, man, I tell you, this thing seems like it gets better and better and better, just for the simple fact that this was a power move on so many levels, and man, I'm telling you, and when you realize how much of an impact that USC it's within itself had on the Pac-12 conference as a whole, you're going to really understand that, man, this everybody was pulling on USC coattail, even though we weren't winning the big games, even though we even had a losing season. USC still they held their own, man. They still carried much weight within the conference itself, man. And now that you see that the conference is getting ready to just dismantle on all levels, man, you understand how much of an impact that USC had, man. And I was reading a report in 24/7 Sports, and you guys like, share, subscribe too. You guys make sure you hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell so you guys can see the notification when it comes up as it relates to the videos when I put out these videos. But listen, I was starting to read this article this morning, and it's out of 24/7 Sports. And it talked about the revenue for the Pac-12 conference now, how it went from each team projected to have 41.6 million in a new TV rights deal with USC and UCLA there. But now that they pulled out, it jumped from it fell off rather from 41.6 all the way down to 30 million exactly. And so I mean that shows you within itself the weight that USC carried, the revenue that they produce, and I mean the ratings that they produce. Of course, we know that the local market as well. So I mean, the more I think about this Big Ten move, and you guys see, it was 41.6. Now we're talking about doubling that, really, I mean more than double, with $100 million per school that we could possibly get in the Big Ten. But now we see something shifting now, even as it relates to NIL or compensation packages as the Big Ten as a whole. And I read this article this morning, and shout out to Phil, man. Phil sent me this article this morning from it's a Big Ten article, and it has much to do with compensating players. And you guys remember, I told you guys about California State Athletic is supposed to be getting ready to potentially pay their athletes, and it's coming from a bill called SB 1401. You guys remember me bringing that up to you, SB 1401. And what that is all revenue that's created by these athletes or sports from each university is supposed to be split in half. 50% going to the universities and 50% supposed to be going to the athletes, and that's athletes as a whole, meaning all athletes in every sport. However, it seems like they're kind of dragging their feet on that issue. But here we are today looking at this article here with the Big Ten, and we've seen kind of a similar thing going on, but it seems like they're trying to put boots on the ground with it. They seem like they're actually trying to put something behind this thing. So here it is right here. It says College Football World Reacts. This is an article. This is from thecomeback.com. It says College Football World reacts to stunning Big Ten plans for athlete compensation. It looks like USC is possibly about to fall into something very, very, very good, which is what we've been needing, because you guys know, I'm going to read this to you. This thing, man, I tell you, man, I don't know if you guys really look at it, but the whole stayed out thing, they're really not, there's nothing really in place as it relates to compensating players as a whole. And then I think when, I think it was Scott Schrader, he was interviewing the guy from Stayed Out the other day. You know, the guy, he asked him, is this going to compensate for athletes as a whole? And he made reference and said, no, it's not. This is only, I guess it's only, they're trying to target it to football players. But the thing with that is, it's not really even a compensation. It seems and appears to be, you guys hit me in the comment section, you tell me what you think. From what I understand, it seems like it's preparing athletes to go seek after and to go search after NIL deals. It's not actually having an NIL deal or actually having a collective to where you compensate these athletes. So each individual athlete, you know, they're going to have to, they're going to get recommendations. They're going to seek out, not like companies like Nike, like whatever, Reebok or whatever, to go and get these deals, but it doesn't have anything in place. And then I think it's even going to have, some type of language in there to where you're going to help these athletes, get their finances together, show them how to, do their taxes, whatever the case. But it's not a real collective. We need a collective that, that pay these athletes. And I've seen where Texas Tech is now paying their athletes $25,000 a year all across the board. And that's what, like $2,200 a month or something like that, if my math is correct. But it doesn't matter. Even if it's, a low amount like that, that's still good enough for athletes to be able to get paid and be able to have something. And in Oklahoma, I think they have their collective together where it's $50,000 all across the board for each athlete. And so now, with the state out thing, we need something that's a collective, nothing that's going to seek, it's good to seek after independent deals for players, but every player is not a good, will have a big name like a Caleb Williams. So these guys need something in place. And so now we see the Big Ten, they got what appears to be a collective. And it says, let me read this to you. It says the NCAA recent changes allow players to profit for their name, image, and likeness, have changed the world of college football athletics significantly in a very short time, but a plan currently being discussed by the Big Ten athletes and conference commissioners Kevin Warren could mark even more systematic shift. Here it is right here. According to ESPN College Football Report, Dan Murphy, Warren and leaders of the Independent Players Association met this week to discuss some of the group's demands and have agreed to start the conversation in revenue sharing model. So they're getting ready to have a little situation to where all across the board with any type of revenue, within the, and we know the Big Ten, like I told you, I just told you that $100 million per school. I mean, when you're talking about USC, man, and each school is going to generate this much revenue, generate this much money, man, our athletes at USC can really be compensated when they go into the Big Ten conference. They're gonna fall into a situation that's really going to be, it's going to be absolutely great. If this thing want to move slow, listen, we're going to roll with this other thing on the other end because, our athletes need to be paid, and it makes everybody on an even playing field. It makes everybody feel better, and it can even help our recruiting because it's like we don't want to get lost in the sauce. I told you guys this plenty of times. We don't want to get lost in the sauce as it relates to this NIL name, image, and likeness and collective. You got these schools signing all these players, man. They got their stuff in order. They got their business fixed. So listen, I think this is some great news. You guys hit me in the comment section. If this happens, man, and with the amount of money, the TV revenue that the Big Ten is getting, this is going to be absolutely huge for USC athletes. This is going to be huge. You guys hit me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. I'm about to go ahead and get it in, man. I just finished getting my little pre-workout in. I'm about to try to go get it in myself. So you guys, look, have a blessed Saturday, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this. This is major news. USC players can possibly be getting ready to get some good, big-time little money going on, man. Hit me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Have a blessed Saturday. Fight on, fight on, fight on.